Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my podcast, Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. And just in case you didn't know, I'm your host, Coach James. On my podcast, I will get a recipe to a brand new life by intentionally rewiring the way you think. And the way you think is everything. Yes, it is indeed. The way you think is everything. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, y'all, if you hear like a little raspiness, a little congestion in my voice, yeah, I've been dealing with this crazy sinus pressure, whatever's going on within my body. And it happens this time of year all the time. It's just this year I felt like I just wasn't prepared for it, I guess you could say. But for the most, it didn't knock me down. It's just that I got a little congested, but I still was able to do everything that I normally do. So thank you, Mr. Sinus Guy, for not taking me out this time. So, y'all, tonight is the big game for the Final Four. For the finals, actually. I said the Final Four, but tonight's the game for the championship. And who I expected to win, I expected Duke to be there. They're my pick to win it all. And they just fell on their face like, what happened? But hey, it's life, right? We all have plans to do something, to make something work, or either to win and we end up being a loser. But a loser doesn't always mean you're a loser. It just means you lost that battle. So that's the way to kick it off today, y'all. Hope y'all doing great today. If you didn't catch last week's episode, go check it out. It's called Rewire the Way You Think, Motivational Speech, Value Number 1. It's just a straight motivational speech about helping you rewire the way you think for positivity and success. So, y'all, when I used to have relationships when I was younger, they used to all mean something to me, right? And I don't know if you ever had meaningful relationships, but mine did. They all had a label, like, and this is in the past, way in the past. But if I was with a girl, my relationship status was we together, and my thought process behind it is that we have to be having sex. That's just what it was. Or I had relationships with women that I was just cool with. I just sex text them every now and then, or we just hang out. And my idea of relationships were a lot different back then than they are today. Like I had a buddy I would just ride around with. We would get in my car, get in his car, blast the music, go buy a tall can, and just ride around. It's like every relationship that I had some type of meaning to it for me. There was some benefit for me. But like I said, over time, my relationship status like changed. How I view relationships, what they mean to me, and how important they are to me. And I make sure now in my relationships, I really get something beneficial out of them. It's either support, it's either love, camaraderie, or just somebody that I can talk to that knows how to soothe my mindset or help me come up with ideas for his life goals, my podcast, video content, and things like that. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying I'm using anybody. I'm not saying that. So friends, I'm not using you. I'm just saying I pick my relationships today more better than I used to because my relationships are more valuable these days. Let me put it this way. And when relationships are valuable, they really mean something to you and you build into them. But it was always something that I wasn't really latching on to when it comes to relationships in the past. It's like it's a relationship. I didn't put a lot into it, but now today, my friends mean a lot to me. My wife means a lot to me. My business partners means a lot to me. My coworkers mean a lot to me. What I want to talk about today, y'all, in today's episode is called Spill the Tea About Relationships. A lot of people say relationships don't work today. Romantic relationships, friendships, partnerships, even family ships are having issues these days. Families have always had issues. Let's just be real. Family is family. You're going to always have issue with your family here and there with somebody, but you shouldn't carry that out and let it prolong, fix the problem, right? But what makes a relationship work today? What is it? Because a lot of people struggle with that. Well, guess what? Today I'm going to give you the recipe to help you build and manage strong relationships. So if you're one of those ones that's looking for a boo, looking for someone special in your life, this is your episode. So what makes a relationship work? Number one, loyalty. Loyalty. I don't know what your definition of loyalty, but my definition of loyalty may be different than yours, right? I said all that to say nothing. But my definition of loyalty is someone who takes accountability. Someone that I know that if I go to them with something, they're going to give me valuable feedback because they're loyal in the aspect of not watching me or seeing me fail. So my definition of loyalty is accountability, right? If you're loyal to someone and you mess up, it's okay for you to say, dang, bro, I messed up. Bro, what was my mind at? What was I thinking, right? And so loyalty is big. If you have no loyalty with yourself, you definitely don't have any loyalty with others. Be loyal to yourself first. Because when you're loyal to yourself, you hold yourself accountable. You can demonstrate that back to people with the same equality, right? Make sense? Okay. Loyalty, number one. Number two, trust. When you trust someone in a relationship, you honor them, right? Trust is honor. Honor is trust, right? I honor you enough not to lie to you. I honor you enough to be trustworthy to you. I honor you enough to tell you the truth, right? You have to trust people and you have to be trustable. I hear a lot of people be like, well, I don't know if I really trust that relationship. I don't know if I can trust that person. I feel like a lot of trust issues are internal. It's like you don't trust yourself. So how are you going to trust somebody else to keep their word? How is their word going to be bond and your word maybe not be bond? Perfect example. Trust yourself. I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to the gym. 7 a.m. I got my alarm set. I got my clothes laid out. I'm going. Tomorrow morning hits. 7, 8 a.m. hits. The alarm goes off. You hit snooze. 7:02. Alarm goes off again. You hit snooze. 7:05. Alarm goes off. You hit snooze. I don't think you can trust yourself because you can't trust yourself to get up when the alarm goes off. Now, I'm not saying that makes you a bad person. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But my point I want to make is that in order for you to trust someone externally, you got to trust yourself internally. And you've got to honor yourself and do the things that you're destined to do that you said you're going to do. Trust and honor. But last but not least, this is the big one for me. Respect. You have to have respect for people in a relationship that you are in. When you respect people, you show loyalty, you take accountability, you trust them, you honor the relationship, you respect the people who you have a true, genuine relationship with. That's really what it comes down to. But let's dig a little bit more into respect. Patience. When you respect somebody, you patient. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. If you're not patient with someone you're in a relationship with, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business partner, if you're not patient with them, I don't know if you really have a good relationship. I hear people say all the time, my husband doesn't do this. My wife doesn't do that. Sometimes you gotta wait on a mofo just to get their stuff together. Let me say this. People is never going to be who you want them to be. You can never make people be who you want them to be for you. Because guess what? They're not you. They're themselves. Number one way to not have a failed relationship, listen to this, is to not set people up on the pedestal where you think they belong to be. Because guess what? They always gonna fall short because it's your finish line, not theirs. One thing I learned in relationships is that no one is ever gonna cross the finish line you want them to cross. Only finish line you should cross is yours, not theirs. Sometimes we hold people too high, and that's because we've been broken. We've had some bad relationships. We lose loyalty in people. We lose trust. We have no respect. And when we don't have none of that, patience goes out the window. We don't have none. But patience is big in any relationship, right? Appreciation. When you respect somebody, you appreciate them. You glad that they bring their whole selves, true selves to you. When you respect someone, you appreciate them for who they are, not who you want them to be. Hey, dog, be yourself around me. Hey, homie, do your thing. Hey, bro, smoke your blunt. I'm cool. I just don't roll like that. Hey, bro, drink your tall can. I just don't drink and drive. Hey, bro, I appreciate the relationship that we have. I could tell you anything. See what I mean, y'all? Relationship is loyalty, trust, and respect. And if you don't have that in a romantic relationship, then you don't have nothing. I'm just going to be honest. You don't have nothing. If you're not patient with people, you don't have nothing. If you don't appreciate them, you don't have nothing in a relationship. But when you start respecting your relationships, you have loyalty and you show loyalty. You have trust and you are trustable. You are respectable and you show respect to people. This is love, y'all. That's what you call love. Loyalty, trust, and respect is love. That means you love somebody. So if you question today, if you really love somebody, if you're loyal, if you trust them and you trust yourself and you're respectable and you respect them, that's love. But you got a lot of people have their own opinion, no matter what. You're not going to always like people you're in a relationship with. Ice Cube said it best. He was on Cam Newton's podcast. And Cam Newton go, damn, Ice Cube, you been with your wife for, I don't remember how many years it was. He go, yeah. He goes, she my woman, and I don't want nobody else to have my woman. I love my wife. And Cam Newton just kind of chuckles or whatever. And Cam Newton goes, but how you do it, bro? How you do it? And he goes, you don't always like your mama, do you? And your mama gonna be in your life forever. She had you. You can't get rid of your mom. He goes, that's how I let you know my wife. We don't always like each other, but she my wife. So because she my wife, we make it work. You're not gonna always like the people around you. But as long as you show loyalty, trust, and respect to them, you got a good relationship. Y'all, today's episode was about spilling the tea about relationships. If you didn't get none of this and it's all went over your head and it don't make sense to you, it's not them, it's you. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening. I really, really appreciate it. If you have not followed the podcast, do that. Whatever platform you're on, hit that follow button. When a brand new one drops, you get the alert. If you have not followed me on IG, make sure you go do so. I'm on there all day, every day. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Hey, y'all, here's the skinny. If you want to talk to me, I'm okay with that. It's $50 for 30 minutes. Send me an email at jewatki1@gmail.com. Let me know you want to chat. I'll send you an invite and we'll figure out a good time and we'll get it going. All right. I also got merchandise. Rewire the way you think. I got shirts now. Let me know if you're interested in any of that. If you are, I'll get your shirt size and I'll get it sent to you. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think And as I always say, practice daily mindset rehabilitation. And that's my 2 cents on it, y'all. Peace.